We want to get a little more perspective now from Andrea Mitchell, our chief foreign affairs correspondent. Andrea, good morning to you. As Ann just pointed out, there are vast implications here. Just how significant is the agreement?
Well, it could be enormous. Picking up on what Ann just said, this initial agreement could well be the first step toward a landmark accord that would change the global landscape, change the entire region and the world, not only on the nuclear front, but eventually returning Iran for the first time since 1979, since the revolution, to the community of nations. This would affect Syria and all of the other neighbors as well. That is still, though, a big if. There are disagreements today, Erica, over what was agreed to. Iran's president and Russia's foreign minister both said today that the accord ratifies Iran's right to enrich uranium. The White House says adamantly it did not. The truth is the final deal left that ambiguous. And while this all came together very, very quickly, White House officials did confirm early this morning that top officials from the U.S. have been talking secretly to Iran, the Deputy Secretary of State, in fact, for at least a year in the Persian Gulf country of Oman, those secret talks. Clearly, President Obama sees this as a possible breakthrough and as a potential major part of his legacy.
But there are plenty of critics on the other side, not the least of which is Benjamin Netanyahu, as we just heard him call this a historic mistake. What are the biggest concerns of those critics?
The critics, and it's not only Israel, we should point out. It is Israel and Saudi Arabia and other Arab leaders who have this historic Shiite-Sunni split with Iran and do not trust Iran and have been threatening to go nuclear themselves. The Saudis have. If Iran does proceed with its nuclear program, the nuclear program that Iran says is peaceful, but that the Saudis and the Israelis says is not. And so it is not only Israel, but Israel is, of course, the most powerful ally and the strongest political power here in the United States. There are many, many Democrats and Republicans, key Senate leaders in both parties, who are very strongly against this. And they're going to be creating quite a fuss. But the American people signaled in all of the polling on the Syria potential of attack back on Labor Day that the American public does not want military action. And without military action to stop Iran's nuclear program, diplomacy, the White House would argue, is the only solution.
Andrea Mitchell this morning. Andrea, thank you.